Okay, so this is going to be my first lesson on lenses. Now I want to use this lesson to go through some key terms and definitions that we needed for the exam. So as you can see, we've got three pictures. We've got a pair of glasses, a magnifying glass, and a telescope. Now all three of these things take in light from a distant object. The light reaches the lens, and the lens uses the principle of refraction to either increase the size of the object to form an image or decrease that size. Okay, so let's get some key points down. So we know that lenses refract light. I'm going to underline that because I've seen that come up in some exam questions. To change its direction. Then this enlarges, so it makes bigger, or diminishes, so it makes smaller, the size of the object. Now the image formed can be one of two things. It can either be a real image or a virtual image. And we're going to go on to what they are in a bit more detail in a sec. But whether it's real or virtual depends on either the type of lens, so we've got it depends on the type of lens, or the position of the object. And again, we'll go through that in a bit more detail when we go through some ray diagrams. Okay, so now let's go through a very typical exam question. So that's going to be state what is meant by a virtual image. Okay, so a virtual image is an image that cannot be projected onto a screen. So cannot be projected onto a screen. And that it's also formed by the apparent divergence of light rays from a single point. Okay, so this is exactly what you'd be expected to write with all of the keywords in an exam. Now, the second point that I've wrote here, we've said that it's the apparent. So what apparent means is the rays do not actually meet, they only appear to meet, and the light rays diverge from a single point. So when we do our ray tracing examples, this will make a lot more sense, and we'll see that we actually have to trace the rays back to form an image. So the rays do not actually meet, they only appear to meet. But this is exactly what you're expected to write in an exam. Now let's do the same thing for a real image. So state what is meant by real image. Okay, and this is formed when light rays pass through the image. So that's exactly what you'd be expected to write in the exam. But what that means is the light rays do actually meet at a point to form the image. They don't only appear to meet, they do meet. Again, that'll be a bit clearer when we go through some ray tracing examples. Now, just to summarize, so an image formed by a lens can be a few things. So it can be real or virtual, upright, so the right way up, or inverted, which means upside down, enlarged, or diminished. So it can be bigger or smaller.